Hello, I'm Nigel Butler, and in preparation for the release of our first feature film, which is Secret Santa: A Christmas Adventure, we were looking over some past films and productions that we've done that have gotten us to where we are today. And in doing so, we came across our first feature film that you most likely haven't heard of before. So, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you The Mansion.
I'm to go nowhere near that house. It gives me the creeps.
It's just a house, remember?
I know that you look at it. I know that at least once a day that you wonder what's going on inside it. Like a curse. Don't underestimate this evil.
It's just a house, remember? This film was never released and will never be released, and we'll talk about why in today's episode of All That for Nothing. We'll be showing clips of the film throughout this video as we talk about what went wrong. And, I think that's always the question with a product that never, went through to completion, what exactly went wrong. I mean, we had a good cast, a solid crew, and we had all the equipment that we needed, the locations. We even had a script, unlike some of the past videos that we've talked about. So why didn't it succeed? The number one issue we had, or one that initially grew evident, was the lack of crew we had. We focused so much on having a solid cast that we actually had a one-man crew behind the scenes. Are we doing it again?
I thought you were
Kidding.
Oh.
I was directing, but I was in front of the camera, so every time we called action, it would just be, Stuart doing his thing.
Wait, hold it. Okay, go back and do it again.
Is that good? That really led to some limiting shots. The lighting, things like that, we had no control over. It all had to be set up ahead of time, unless we wanted a nice tripod shot sitting there. So initially we knew it wasn't going to work out, and that really slowed down not only the process of filming in general, but also the creative ideas that came in, because we would shoot a scene, and then I'd watch it, and we'd realize the lighting was off then, rather than, setting everything up ahead of time and having people actively working on it as the shots were being taken. The second thing that really messed us up is undoubtedly the script. It grew kind of repetitive. It would have been nice if we'd realized that ahead of time, but its story structure just was very standard. we repeated the same things multiple times throughout the movie, when in reality it doesn't. It only needs to be said once for the audience to register it. It's a movie. They're actively engaged in it. And that just led to the film feeling more flat and really boring.
I know.
Thirdly, when you have a film called The Mansion, you should have more than 3 minutes set in the mansion. Really, it was more like 7, but you get the idea. It wasn't really the main focus in the movie, more so the house across the street from the mansion, where our lead character, Carl, was living. Another issue we had, but was an over-reliance on green screen. We had complete scenes in green screen. We would have some of it filmed on the actual set, and then others set completely on a green screen. The lighting would have to match, and it just didn't. So it looked bland and fake at that point, too, and it really broke the fourth wall in.
And that's the next line, right?
Yeah. And then I'm going to run over to you, but we'll do that in a different take.
All right.
No! Leave me alone! Don't bring me back! No! It's good. Yeah.
Just looked bad and cheap.
Leave me alone!
We also didn't have total dedication to the project because our thoughts were with another product that we've talked about in the past, All That for Nothing, which was Problems Higher Up. Not the good one, the old one, the off-brand one. We've talked about that before, and that was also a failure. But that's something was the priorities were being pulled from one to the other, and no direct focus was given to either film. So then we'd show up on set, realize we missed a shot from the day before, shoot it on a green screen with bad audio and no crew, and there you have it. That's the movie. We really half tried at everything, kind of like we do these All That for Nothing videos, and after we realized that both Problems Higher Up and The Mansion were a failure,
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
we thought that maybe we could cut together a 10-minute version of the movie, but we couldn't even do that because the story was so straggled throughout the movie during different points that we couldn't cut anything like that together, and there was also really bad green screen and lighting and a lack of motivation.
Dinner time!
So there you have it, an entire summer wasted. And for what? For this video. In hindsight, though, we did learn a lot. It actually did teach me some lessons about directing from on camera, and I learned a lot about that, as well as we knew kind of what shots were cinematic and worked and which ones did not. We also learned a lot about green screen and not to depend on it because it's an unreliable source, for us anyway, at that time. What else did we learn? I also learned that we need to have more focus on the crew and pre-production so that things are set, as well as writing and making sure that when you have like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drafts, they're not repetitive and making the same issues throughout. You know what I mean? So we really learned a lot of lessons as far as pre-production and production goes. Why we didn't learn any lessons for post-production is probably because we didn't get there, but I'm sure we would have learned some great lessons. In any case, it's a huge failure, and I thank you for watching this video and for not watching The Mansion. However, if you would like to see Butler Media Productions do a short film, you're in luck, because on November 11th, Secret Santa: A Christmas Adventure will be released on Vimeo On Demand. You can watch trailers in the link below, and as always, subscribe if you like this content and want more of it. Bye!
I'm looking for somebody to help me out this year in delivering some presents.
It's 5 people in the long run for you anyway.
I think you should help these people.
What are your plans for Christmas?
I don't know.
The big man's got a job for us.
I think we should call us off.
I've hung out with you, and I've been your only friend all this time, and now you're just gonna leave?
I think he's gonna throw us under the bus.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
Santa wouldn't do that.
How do you know that?
Because he's Santa.
So what?
So I trust him.
Oh, thank you.
I can't believe we're actually doing this.
You ready?
We're gonna get arrested.
Come on, let's go.